Hacking is often glamorized in movies, but it can be a very serious crime. It sometimes seems like the sort of thing only rich geniuses can do, so you might be surprised to hear that the dark secrets that make hacking possible are readily available to the public, if you know where to look, that is. So here are 9 hacking tools on the market today. USB Keylogger. Keyloggers are incredibly useful hacking and spying tools, having been used by hackers on both sides of the law. Cybercrimes investigators use keylogging devices to gather evidence against online criminals. Famously, the use of a keylogger was one of the tools utilized by the FBI to gather evidence against Ross Ulbricht, owner and operator of the black marketplace Silk Road. On the other end of things, keyloggers can easily be used for more nefarious purposes. These devices do exactly what their name suggests. They save every keystroke a computer makes while the keylogger is plugged in. These tiny gadgets can store incredible amounts of information. A 16-gigabyte keylogger can hold up to 16 million keystrokes. Some can save up to a year's worth of searches, messages, and passwords. If a hacker needs to gain access to someone's locked accounts, a keylogger tends to be their most straightforward tool. Sometimes loading hidden software onto a device is not an option, and for the hacker on the go, a keylogger is the go-to hardware. Cain and Abel. Cain and Abel may be one of the more surprising entries on our list, considering it is manufactured directly by Microsoft. This program is an operating system password recovery tool. It is generally used to recover Microsoft Access passwords and can be used to crack encrypted passwords with the help of dictionary attacks, brute force, and cryptanalysis attacks. That second part is definitely going to get the interest of any hacker. A program designed by the company that makes the most common OS in the world? This is a no-brainer. The craziest part is not only is the program free, it is also open source. It's almost like it's asking hackers to take advantage of it. HackRF1. On the surface, the HackRF1 is relatively harmless. It's just an open source design radio transmitter after all, and that would be fine if that really was all. But this little piece of tech can be one of the most versatile gadgets in a hacker's toolkit. It has an unusually wide range of frequencies that it can receive and transmit, from 1 to 6,000 megahertz. This means the possible number of devices and transmissions it can access is unbelievably high, almost suspiciously high. The fact that the HackRF1 is an open source model, while its competitors tend to be proprietary, like host code and schematics, raises a few eyebrows as well. This means any user can modify the hardware and software in any way they please. So while an innocent little radio transmitter might be what technically comes in the box, that's clearly not what it's intended to be used for. With a little work and some devious intent, this device can hack garage door openers, radio transmissions, and even your car's keyless entry. In the wrong hands, the HackRF1 is more than just a toy, or perhaps it would be a hacker's favorite toy. Alpha Network Adapter. The Wi-Fi adapter has a peaceful purpose, and by most accounts, it does a decent job of it. However, where it stands out among other adapters is the Alpha Network Adapter is particularly good at package injection. For the would-be hacker who is looking to sneak onto a Wi-Fi network, packet injection is a must. Package injection disguises foreign data to look like it belongs to the network. After looking at the data credentials for less time than it takes to stamp a passport, the data is ushered past the system's security and the hacker is in. This gadget is designed to blend itself into an existing network, which makes it uniquely qualified to slip under the defenses of an unsuspecting network firewall. Once the hacker sets up the Alpha adapter and selects an access point, the games have just begun. The nefarious possibilities are plenty. Want to disrupt this network service? The Alpha can help you do that. Want to overpower the network and lock the owner out? It can help you do that too, along with a whole host of things from disruption to data collection and injecting spyware. It really makes you wonder who might be watching your network with one of these. ProxMark III Kit. We live in an increasingly contactless society. FRID tags are used all over the place for a wide range of things, from payments to door access to inventory and tracking. The next hacking device on our list takes advantage of how common RFID tags are. The ProxMark III is designed to copy and clone RFID markers. This tool is straight out of the movies. It can open locked doors, make a purchase, and even track someone. Once the specific RFID frequency is copied, the door is open for the hacker. Anything that tag will be used for is now available to them. This one device brings a hacker infinitely closer to pulling off an Italian job-style heist with an incredible low profile to boot. If you're an enterprising hacker, the ProxMark III is a must-have. Invicta. Invicta is a vulnerability testing tool. It is intended to test for injection vulnerabilities, detects URL rewrite rules, and does all of this automatically. Under normal circumstances, it is used to help make systems safer and find the ways they need to improve their security. In the hands of a hacker, that is obviously not the case. Within 24 hours, Invicta can tell a hacker every exploitable weakness a system has. It effectively lays out a game plan for how to best work their way in. The good news is Invicta comes at a higher price tag, $4,500 for the basic program. This means that the hacker who is using Invicta is quite unlikely to be hacking into your home network, as they surely have their sights set on much larger targets. Ubertooth 1. The Ubertooth 1 is no longer in production, but that doesn't mean you can't get your hands on one if you try. Why would someone want one in the first place? If you ask the company that made it, it is an open source 2.4 GHz wireless development platform suitable for Bluetooth experimentation. In simpler terms, this bad boy can manipulate Bluetooth signals. If a hacker plugged this USB device into their computer, they would have immediate access to nearly any active Bluetooth signal. The Ubertooth 1 can monitor and trace a Bluetooth out of the box. However, considering this is an open source product with some good old-fashioned programming, the possibilities become a bit more plentiful. Let's just say there is probably a reason Great Scott Gadgets quietly decided to retire this product. Metasploit. Metasploit is another tool often used by cybersecurity professionals. It might seem surprising that so many tools designed to improve security are the very things being used to slip past our defenses. But when you take a look at how these programs work, it immediately becomes clear that in order to help prevent hacking, these programs have to do a lot of hacking. The way Metasploit works is it specifically performs penetration testing. Basically, it sees just how hard a hacker would have to work to breach the security of the system. Now, considering this is basically a fail test, the program amps up the intensity of the attacks until it gets through. This means a hacker with access to Metasploit can simply set the program up like a battering ram and wait for it to create a hole. Once it makes it through, the hard work is essentially done. Now they are in and can wreak whatever havoc their hacking heart desires. Magspoof. The manufacturers of the Magspoof really want people to know that this is intended for innocuous, totally legal activity. But if you wanted to, you could use it to be a criminal. This nifty gadget can emulate, or as the name indicates, spoof, the mag strip on the credit cards. It emulates not just one of your cards, but can store them all. On top of that, it can disable chip and pin functions, can correctly predict new card numbers and expiration dates from American Express, and is compatible with all three mag stripe types. It's easy to see how this device could be used for less than savory purposes. This is another gadget that should be on every hacker's tool belt. Hacking can be an expensive endeavor, and if you're going to break the law in your free time, you might as well make your money by breaking the law. Hypothetically, of course. And there you have it. What did you think of our list? Are there other uses for these gadgets and programs that we didn't mention? Let us know in the comments. Remember to slam that like button, and we will catch you in the next video.